everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the Global Conquerors channel of the podcast Conquest, Season 2, Episode 8. As you know the deal, it's me, your host, SMGFrenzy, joined with the co-host.
Wait, oh, you're not gonna introduce me no more? No, it's. I'm just joking. Welcome. It's your boy Assassin. Um, bringing you another podcast. Sorry if I'm out of the blue. I'm a little out of it. And then you can see Mokhtar's not in his regular setup.
Yep,
He's back home for the holidays.
yep.
Or for Christmas and New Year's. So you'll see his setup from his room from home,
Yeah, the
whatever you want
background's
to
going
call
to be a little different for the next few weeks, but it's fine. As long as we can still record. But this week's podcast is a little bit shorter. There hasn't been much news. It might end up still being an hour because we are going to go over the winners of the Game Awards from last week and how the award show actually was. But besides that, general news in the gaming industry is pretty low at the moment. Not surprised, it's December. But we'll start off with our first topic, which is actually currently airing as we're doing this. But the Call of Duty League has had its first games being played out this weekend, starting on Friday. Today is Sunday.
it.
I mean, as we literally talk right now, Optic is playing against Minnesota Rocker, and they're tied 1-1. Optic
Mm-hmm.
won the first map, and they lost round 11 on the search against Rocker. So, still going. But see, they'll start with you've been watching it a little bit more than me. What are you seeing so far? What do you like? What do you not like?
Uh, yeah, this game's pretty. For how I think the 150 makes the game a lot plays smoother, and the game. I mean, the matches have been pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Um, back and forth. Any team can actually compete. I mean, LAG. We talked about LAG at the start, like throughout the last couple months, that they had no roster. Now they have a roster that was made up, and they almost just reverse swept New York.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like this game, what teams expected the low teams to not be good are actually pretty good. Like they can compete with people. It's what people want. I mean, you want a more competitive league. Obviously, you'll have that team that gets you know blown out, or any I mean anybody in general.
Yeah.
Um, but this game feels like it's more balanced. I mean, it's more who's on their A game and who's gonna who's gonna make the play to win them the map.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting. This is probably the most I've watched it. Like every match that isn't Optic, because I've only watched Optic matches, but start of the new season, a bunch of every team in the league made a roster change. Everybody,
Yeah.
not a single one. So I was curious on how teams worked, and you know, they're doing, they did pretty good the first week. Besides some controversial things that happened yesterday, which we'll get to, that I added in a little couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but the start of the league looks good. It's exciting. It looks like you don't know at this from how it's right now. I know it's a little early, but you don't know who could win the match. Obviously, you have your favorites, and you think that you know who will win. But yeah, it's very very back and forth this year, and we've had a lot of game fives already, and it's only the first week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good showing from the CDL this week. Um, obviously we could talk about it now too now because in addition to it,
Yeah.
the YouTube they exclusively or they announced the day wait before the
It was
day of.
one day before, after like they posted the match schedule and stuff, they said also streaming exclusively on YouTube. Which, if you've been following the COD or Overwatch League scene, you know that they started off largely on Twitch. Then they would do like the Twitch YouTube thing, like many other esports, and then recently they've liked to have an exclusivity deal with YouTube because YouTube will offer them a certain amount of money for exclusivity. So they would go there and have matches only there. And then last year the CDL was on both platforms, so people are thinking maybe it'll be on both again since it worked out perfectly for viewership. And then one day before they went live this week, they said, "No, we're gonna be only on YouTube again." And as many of you know, most of the gaming world uses Twitch to watch esports or just games in general. YouTube is growing as a platform, but it's still not the same discoverability level as Twitch just yet. And you being also a big COD fan, you usually use Twitch to watch your stuff. I use YouTube for the most part, so nothing really changes for me. But the majority of gamers who watch COD use Twitch. So how has
I
it
just,
affected your
I just,
experience?
well, it hasn't changed. I mean, obviously, it's just, um, obviously, instead of going on to Twitch, I have to go to YouTube.
Mm.
Uh, it's It's weird. I mean, I thought the reason why they didn't announce it is that they just didn't get a deal because of like what's going on with Overwatch and what happened with them. So I didn't think they were gonna have a deal going into this season
Mm-hmm.
because of what happened with OWO. So we just everyone thought, well, people were preparing it for to be YouTube because that was what the rumors were going into the season were,
Yeah.
even at towards the end of it. So people were already preparing it to be on YouTube, but because they didn't announce anything, they just assumed it was just gonna be on both platforms again. And because of that, I mean, because of last year it being on both, it grew the viewership a lot.
Yep.
So obviously Twitch is better for growth, but YouTube is good for like, you know, if you're doing an analyst show, it's a lot easier to do it on YouTube because you know the playback feature and stuff like that is just a lot easier on YouTube.
Yep.
Um, so I mean, it hasn't really affected me. Um, I mean, I still watch the matches whenever I can.
Yep.
Um, but because of this whole YouTube deal, um, excuse me, because of the whole deal, um, people can't watch party the game on your Twitch like at all.
So is it like where they can watch the game on YouTube, but they can't show any of the game, including the audio, on Twitch, but they can talk about it still, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, um, obviously, um, obviously everyone knew that going into the YouTube deal, but yesterday a big outrage happened. So the flank and then the breakdown are like the biggest, guess you could say, analyst type of things that, and they analyze the matches. They go over, they talk about plays, they talk about how teams played, right?
Mm-hmm.
But something about it for like this time, right? This year is you can't you can't rewatch the matches even after the matches aren't live on Twitch. You can't at all. And they're the league. I think it's the league. They really are going heavy on the exclusive thing this year.
Yep.
Um, so like the flank is they are known for analyzing, you know, the gameplays and talking about it, so their fans like, you know, they can understand, you know, because most of the people that are on that show are old former pros or people that know COD.
Yep.
So obviously having a mind like that explain to you the game is a good thing, but because of the whole YouTube exclusive, they can't do their show at all,
Mm-hmm.
like at all. They can't show gameplays. They can't show anything related to the CDF, even when the matches are not on. So, um, but before, according to, you know, Zuma and Skunk, obviously they're the main two people that are, you know, giving publicity out to the CDL,
Yep.
and they're doing this for their own free will. They're not getting paid. We know this. So they're not getting paid by them because if they did, they would be promoting them on their streams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, look, if you want to watch party and learn about COD, go watch these guys. But they're not. Um, so it became a big deal yesterday. They had a thing agreed on Tuesday, what they were gonna do, and they were fine with it. And the day, and then Friday, like Friday or yeah, Sunday morning or Saturday morning, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they just came out with a whole different like they what they could do and they couldn't do. Um, which is a pretty bad, you know, look on the CDO for
Yep.
doing that. I mean, these guys are the ones that are helping grow your community. Um, outside of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, YouTube is cool and all that. Like, it's nice. But you have to have big names promoting the game. And obviously, these creators, they are partnered with Twitch, and they don't want to get rid of their partnership. because they've worked hard to get it, and just rant like suddenly make the change to just streaming it. Like you said, they can't show the scoreboard. They can't even show the scoreboard or the map in this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been really bad
Mm-hmm.
on there. So I know Scump is doing two watch parties, one on Twitch and one on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, he's streaming the gameplay with the face cams, and on Twitch, they're doing their whole the face cams.
Just the studio where they're sitting in.
Yeah. So and to think, I mean, he's still pulling numbers from Twitch. Like I think he has 7K, 8K people watching him,
Yeah.
and he's not even like they're not even showing the gameplay.
Well, I guess like what you have to do now is you have him open in a side tab,
Five
and then
five
you
K.
have yeah.
So I mean, obviously the way they do it, like Optic comes to watch party.
Yep.
You mean obviously they have everything, you know, running perfectly due to the help of people behind the scene, behind their, or the people that are I guess working with them.
Yeah.
So it makes like the show smoothing and transition. Um, yeah, it was a big deal because it just came out of the blue. They weren't expecting this change without like knowing.
Yep.
I mean, this is something you should have discussed with them beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
at least so they know. But I mean, it was really, really a big deal yesterday.
No, I
Um,
imagine so, especially since you said that they only let the creators know last minute, and then we, the fans, only knew about them being exclusive to YouTube only also last minute. But I think we were also mentioning that we were assuming that they might not try to do an exclusivity deal at all for this year's CDL due to the strong rumors and potential that the CDL might not exist after this season. So it makes
mhm.
sense for them to just maybe go out with a bang and have viewership at least high for COD on both platforms, so whatever replaces it has a stepping stone to come off of. But I guess they'll still get their money from YouTube and run away with whatever funds they have for this season of the CDL to develop whatever happens after.
Yeah, it really came as a curveball
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, dude, like because of the rumors, because of OWL and the CDO being ran by the same people,
Yep.
you would assume the same fate that happened with OWL would happen with God. Um, and obviously we're still getting our season, but because of this deal, no one knows if it's gonna go on or it's just like Mokhtar said, they do 1 year deals too.
Yep.
But like I said, it came to a shock. Um, not knowing where they're gonna stream the games
Mm-hmm.
till like the very last day. Yeah, pretty. It looks pretty bad on the CDO. Your fan base is I get you're at this point you're just trying to kill your fan base already. I get y'all are dying because of the whole and then trying to sell like I mean get rid of people out of the league and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the or would you say they're willing to pay you to get out or like
They're
remove.
paying to like how Overwatch League did to end its season. They were paying teams out for a termination fee. It's like if you decide to vote against continuing the Overwatch League, we will give you $6 million to leave. And of course, any reasonable team, especially during esports winter, is gonna take that option. And we're gonna assume that COD will, after this season, probably have the same vote as many of the owners in Overwatch League are the same owners in the CDL.
But at least Overwatch has a plan. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they've already confirmed the plan. Obviously, there will be no more franchising. They'll go back to like the typical, you know, land bracket type of feel,
Yep.
which is I think is better. But we don't know. I mean, this whole league franchising thing was supposed to go on for like at least this was like the vision for the next 10, 15 years.
Yep.
And like you said, these leagues are dying within 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Um, so I just think the way they treated these franchises leagues, they were trying to treat it like real sports, and it's just like we probably said this multiple times.
Yeah.
You don't treat these things as real sports. You just can't. It's just not the way they're meant to be played. And it doesn't help grow your viewership. It doesn't. And you can't get new faces. Um, and then build story. I mean, it's pretty weird. This is probably like the weirdest year. and we're actually on a good game. So because of the whole BS and all these things with, I mean, it's just a lot to take in.
Mhm.
It's pretty dumb, but what can I say? The CDL finds a way to, go 2 steps forward and then take 5 steps back.
No, always, always.
Because I thought from how they did it last year, they were gonna build off of it,
Mhm.
and from that point they did a lot, they did good, and then they went back down. I'm like,
I mean, I'm personally not surprised that they went down because they have a smaller operating budget this year, and it looks like it seems they're prepared. They're getting themselves ready to close shop after this is over. Think about we were talking about in the past few podcasts how this season is the shortest out of every single CDL season. It seems like they're ready for once this is done, move on to the next adventure. So we'll see how it goes. But I mean, we're at the very start of the CDL. This is what day 2, 3 of the whole thing.
three
Yep.
three of week one. Then they're gonna play again next week, and they're gonna have that whole week off for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually gonna give the players a week off, and then they're gonna give, because I think they're giving them that week off till New Year's.
I was about to say because the week after is New Year's. So
I think they're having like 2 weeks off.
okay.
I think I'm not 100%, but I know the week of Christmas that they have off.
Yep.
So they actually did something right for once.
There's something. So
So
I don't know. We'll see. It's still very early in the CDL season, but we'll see what ends up going on with COD as it continues
that's
down
all.
its potential final last run. But on another note, Red Bull hosted a league tournament yesterday, which was Saturday,
Hmm.
and it was, if you watched it, was basically like a T1 versus the world type of thing. They had some of the best European teams in league from both the LEC and from the regional leagues come up and play T1. T1, as you could expect, smoked everybody but one team. There was when they played against G2, G2 did beat T1, but also it was T1's very last game, and you could tell they did not care anymore. They just wanted to go home. It was a fun tournament. They had a stadium. Fans were going wild despite knowing that their fates were kind of sealed going up against the world champions. But fun game for a league off season. If you guys watched it, you can see the VODs on YouTube.
You're telling me people signed up for the tournament just to get slammed
Yeah,
besides one team?
yeah. Like if you're like
And
a K-Core fan, you went and you were so hyped watching that game, watching Faker style on your team without even trying. I mean,
they didn't even try the last match because they were just
no, you could
done.
tell they were just because they played 5, 6 games in one day. They
No,
were
really?
just done. So
I,
that's
I would I would be checked.
no,
I would be checked too.
the G2 now put on their Twitter bio that they are the not the world champion, but the Scrim Kings and the team that took down T1 at a show match. So G2 doing G2 things.
They're gonna get slammed when they play them again.
Oh yeah, once like MSI Worlds, we'll see what happens if they can.
That's if they make it.
That is true. We'll figure that out in like a few months from now. But besides that, our other big topic is Fortnite. Fortnite actually this week is popping off. 7 million concurrent players, their highest peak since the event that
OG.
happened that had 11 million concurrent players.
Yeah, yeah.
And like just in general, like but when Fortnite has player peaks not during a big event, this is their highest ever in their history in their 6 years. So Fortnite is rocking with their Lego game mode, with their Rocket League game mode, and with their rhythm game mode with the concerts. And then people are still playing the Battle Royale, and people are playing Save the World. There's 5 games, all for free, packaged in one game. Well, all for free but one, packaged in one game. Who else does it like Fortnite?
Nobody. No one. I mean, no one. I mean, if you would have told me Fortnite would have turned into this years ago, I wouldn't believe you.
Hmm?
I mean, we've had the there was a chance where Fortnite was on the decline to a point where it was about to go extinct.
Yeah.
It got really bad. Um, and then they started making tweaks. And I think bringing back the OG Fortnite was like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, their game wasn't doing terrible because they were on a good increase at the time, and then they brought OG, which popped them off a little more.
Yeah.
And I think it got them hyped up for the new season and the new, the stuff. So when the event happened, with the Eminem concert and then the reveal, obviously the most anticipated collab that they had from that had I mean we this was rumored from a while ago.
Hmm.
Like the Lego collab, that was rumored like almost a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Same with the Family Guy. You remember Family Guy was a thing, and then it just never came out. People just lost hope at that point.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, they announced the Lego thing, which was like pretty hyped. It really did catch attention. I mean, we did play it. We played it a little bit. Um, so it plays like Minecraft, but I don't know something about the satisfying like sounds of Legos
yeah.
being built. Just man, nothing beats it. And yeah, I mean, Fortnite will never lose its touch now. It just can't. If they're doing stuff like this, who knows what they have in store,
It's
right?
it's impressive because it's a game that was already made up of technically two different games, Save the World and Battle Royale,
Battle Royale.
and now they added three other. If you split these games off from Fortnite, they could be standalone games on their own. The Lego Fortnite could have been its own separate game. You pay $70 on Xbox or PlayStation or PC to play it. Same with the Rocket League racing game, like $20-$30 to play that, or even the rhythm game, $10-$15 to play that. But now
Yeah,
you have
bro.
four games in one game, all for free. And if like you connect your Fortnite account to your Lego account, you get like a free Lego skin. If you connect it to your Rocket League, you get like all your Rocket League skins poured over. It's a cool feature
It's
that they've created.
it's pretty insane that Riot or no, sorry, my fault. Epic Games. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, because we were just talking about League. Epic Games is giving this product out for free.
Mhm.
They're not taking advantage, selling it, as DLC or anything. They realize free to play games are what helps the games keep playing, like playing it right.
Mhm.
Obviously, they're maintained, and then they drop dope skins, cool, really nice, well detailed skins.
Mhm.
Um, so obviously, if they were looking to make more money, they would have released those things, but they didn't. This added onto the free to play game. Um, so it's crazy to think Fortnite has came a long way from when we started playing till now.
Yep.
I mean, we're still playing it, but it's like it's not the same game, but they're keeping the game relevant, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
But like this whole like collab with Legos and then Rocket League and then the rhythm game, it's been insane, and especially like the videos that have been coming out with the Legos and then the rhythm game. I mean, I've been seeing people on TikTok live stream playing like the rhythm game with a guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's insane that this game has came a long way, and it'll never like go stale. Like they'll find ways to keep the game relevant or make people come back.
Mhm.
And what they did, it's just like the thing is they could have held off and released one thing at a time, but these things came out within back to back to back a week after the event.
It was like every 2 days they dropped. It was the Lego game, then they dropped the Rocket League game, and then yesterday they dropped the rhythm game. Like you said, they could have spread it out the entire season to make sure that the population stays, but no, they just gave it to us just like that. It builds up
Yeah,
hype. People are talking about Fortnite like they've never have before. It's the
and
stuff that we get from Epic Games is crazy.
trust me, these the Rocket game, um, the Lego thing, and then the rhythm game will be the most thing updated. They'll find ways to. They'll probably add a thing where you can make your own music and then be played in the rhythm game, and then they'll release new maps for the racing game,
Mhm.
and then they'll add more onto the expansion of the Lego. Like, is there so much things they could do, and they're doing it all for free because they know that make your fans happy. You give them content without paying for it.
Mhm.
And I mean they're doing an amazing job, man. So props to them. They really did you know push push the limits to like other developers
Mm,
to like up high. Like it's just you don't see other, I mean, live events like how Fortnite does it
yeah.
and how stable those events are. Obviously, there's a well, some people will crash, but for the majority, these are the most stable things, and these are like live event, like not recorded or like a cutscene or you play a thing and then it comes. These are live events going in real time. Just
You and
they
99 other people on the same server.
exactly. So they've done a great job of keeping them stable and keeping us entertained with everything they do.
Mm-hmm.
So they did revitalize themselves um, or put themselves on the map even more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is the I don't think this is even the end. I think they have a lot more planned out, more collabs, more stuff. Obviously, they'll find ways to get the game even more to where it's at. I mean, just them adding the when you can make game modes into the game was just already a big step. Like so, um, it's pretty insane how far they've gotten with this game
Yeah.
within a short span if you think about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, props to them. I tip it to them. I
Exactly.
got nothing but respect for them.
No, yeah, absolute respect for Fortnite for constantly showcasing that they are some of the best. And actually, our next topic will bring up Fortnite at one point due to a potential snub for an award as we go into the Game Awards category. For the most part, everything is as expected.
Wait, wait. Can I say one more thing before we get to it? Because it's
Yeah, go
gonna be a
for it.
long part.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the game that's been going viral called Lethal Company?
I have heard of Lethal Company, but I don't know what it's about.
So it's crewmates, and you go. I don't know exactly, but there's monsters on board, and they could kill you, obviously. But obviously, the way the game is played, you have to play it in game chat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's I don't know. This game blew up out of the blue, and I don't know why, but the clips that came out of it is just hysterical. And this thing is like I think the second best-selling thing on Steam right now over COD.
Really? Okay.
Which is insane. Yeah. So who knows what caused this game to blow up or what made it blow up? But the game looks. I mean, it's pretty basic. There's nothing like exciting. Like nothing like the graphics aren't insane.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't if you don't really need a complex, detailed game to have a good game.
Exactly.
So the game, I don't know what caused it or who played it but this game is like booming right now.
Really? Okay.
It's been like catching a lot of people's eyes.
I might have to look into it at some point. I saw people tweeting about it, but I had no idea what it was about.
Yeah, and then the new mod that just came out recently that just went live or like a couple days ago is
Mm-hmm.
called the Skinwalker mod. And
Okay.
obviously, the mythical thing they like to mimic people.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they did it, but the game. So if you talk to me anytime throughout the game, it'll literally find a clip where you tell me, and it'll mimic it, thinking I'm talking to you. If since you're talking in game chat, it'll make it sound like I'm talking. You're talking through to me through a radio, even though it wasn't you. It like messes with you, and
Yeah.
it's insane. The mods that came out for that game. I'll show you a clip of it.
Okay. No,
Um,
that sounds cool then.
but yeah, the game is it's pretty default as hell.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the mods make it a little more interesting, but the game has been exciting to like watch people play it.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows how this game just randomly blew up? And it's been gone all over my TikTok page, and it's been comedy watching.
Okay.
Yeah, my fault for
No,
interrupting. I just
you
had to get it
you're
out
good.
because it just I feel like it's something we had to talk about because it's like a game that's just been blowing up out of the blue.
Mm.
Obviously, most of your streamers haven't been playing it, but like some of your favorite streamers don't play it,
Yeah.
or but there's been a good amount of other streamers, but that have been causing the game to go viral. So yeah, but yeah, my fault for that.
No, you're good.
But
That
I'm
sounds
ready. We
cool.
could get into the
But yeah, this past week there was the Game Award. So as I was saying, most of the results are Jesus. Most of the results are exactly what we expected. Game of the Year went to Baldur's Gate 3. I told you,
What?
you
What
under.
is that shit? What is that?
So Baldur's Gate is Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? It's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but in a video game format. It's like a card game with like a fancy game mixed in together. And it's I told you, people that are much older than me and much younger than me were raving about this game since it came out.
Hmm.
It's like when you hear the title, you're like, oh, it's not a big IP franchise. It's not going to be popular. You have to understand, name isn't everything. This game came and blew everything out of the water. So I'm not surprised that it won Game of the Year. So.
Okay.
And then the Player's Voice Award also went to Baldur's Gate 3. The
Okay.
Ongoing Game Award, this is the controversial category, went to Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of people would have thought that it would have went to Fortnite, especially with how it performed the past month.
Wait, what was the category called?
Ongoing Game. Because for the best ongoing game, it was Cyberpunk 2077, Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14, and Genshin Impact. And Cyberpunk is a good ongoing game, but with Fortnite's results recently, I feel like Fortnite did deserve that category win, but nah. But
Interesting.
yeah. Besides that, best adaptation went to The Last of Us. Best mobile game went to Honkai Star Rail. Best multiplayer game went to Baldur's Gate 3. Anticipated game went to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Independent game went to Sea of Stars. Esports game went to Valorant, which surprised me, but hey. Best role-playing game went to Baldur's Gate 3. Best narrative game went to Alan Wake 2. Content Creator of the Year went to Iron Mouse, so VTuber supremacy. Best studio / game direction went to Epic Games, so they did win something. Best studio / game direction, there's a second variation of this. For the best game direction itself, went to Remedy Entertainment. Best action game went to Armored Core. Best action adventure game went to The Legend of Zelda. Best art direction went to Alan Wake 2. Best family game went to Super Mario Bros. Games for Impact went to Tachia. And Esports Player of the Year went to Faker. So if you compare what we said here to our podcast like maybe a week or two ago, we hit like 7 out of 10 of these. I
The
feel like it
thing.
was a very predictable Game Awards this year.
Oh, about right.
Yeah.
About right.
I know Spider-Man fans were super pissed off this week, but like I was saying last week, the competition was tough. There's so many other games that aren't a big IP like Spider-Man that actually made
Look,
a voice for themselves.
if this game would have came out next year, it probably would have worked.
Maybe like one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It had really tough competition this year, and also like you said, it came out pretty late, so
Yeah,
things
Coleman
happened.
like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised. Don't be surprised if Wolverine comes out, or wait, Wolverine comes out 2025.
I think so. Yeah.
So, who's that? Yo, that's you.
That's
That's
not. I'm
on
not
your
saying
end.
it. It's probably from my end, but hey.
Anyways, I don't
Go on.
know. I don't know. What were we talking about?
No, that's it for the Game Awards. So I guess we go on to news, which on my notes I have one thing because I couldn't find
There hasn't
anything.
been anything. No
Yeah.
news. And
So the only news that I have written down took place actually yesterday. There was a severe weather event southeast U.S. like a big squall line of a bunch of thunderstorms.
literally above us.
Yeah, state right above us. Tennessee, Nashville, the Nashville area actually had a pretty gnarly tornado last night. There were some wild videos of it on Twitter. Like it passed over some like oil refinery or something, and there was an explosion that like temporarily disabled the tornado, and then it came back. But obviously there's like some relief funds going out, so if you can go ahead and support them because there were people who did lose their lives and many people who did lose their homes. So if you can, do please support them if possible. Besides that, oh, I guess I'm gonna keep this one kind of short because it's somewhat political, but it's not. But if you know Alex Jones, he got unbanned from
Oh,
Twitter, and he's a super controversial. If you know Alex Jones, you
yeah,
know
yeah.
everything about him. He's a character to say the least, And Elon did a vote, because we have to bring up Elon every week on Twitter. He did a vote, and like 1.7 million people voted, and like 70% said yes, unban him. And I'm sitting here like, why? But here he is. He's back. I don't know what to say. He's back. And it's it's weird.
Damn you, Elon, you goddamn. You always try to find a way to keep your attention in, bro.
Yeah, and it works every single time. But yeah, he's back on Twitter. If you like it, good for you. If you don't,
Good
I
for
feel
you.
you. Yeah, good for you.
Or whatever, however you want to take it. I mean, I don't know.
Besides that,
Ain't jack squat, brother.
I've got nothing. Oh, Optic won their match.
Yeah, that's why I was punching the air.
Oh, yeah, 3-1 Rocker. So there's that. You got anything you want to add? I legitimately don't have anything.
Merry Christmas. Or
It's a little early.
good luck to everyone taking finals or taking finals. Um, yeah. I don't got no much, man.
Yeah, if you have finals coming up, good luck. If you're graduating, congrats. If you celebrate Hanukkah, because Hanukkah was the past week, happy Hanukkah. Yeah, I've got nothing. You want to close it out? I guess.
Be on the lookout for the Willy Wonka movie coming out next week. This coming Friday.
That is happening. Ooh, I'm not. Okay.
I'm gonna go watch it.
You gotta let me know how it is.
Trash.
That's what I'm expecting, but hey.
You're expecting
I don't think the actor for Wonka should be playing Wonka.
You know who should be playing them?
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of his name. He recently started blowing up as an actor. Let me look up. Let me see. Actors 2023?
Do you know what he was in?
Bunch of shows.
That not specific at all.
Oh wait, hold up, bro. Not Tom Hanks, not Jim Carrey, Michael B. Jordan, no Adam Sandler, not Dwayne, not Tom Cruise, Chris Pratt, no.
This is showing you actors in general from this year. You don't remember anything specifically that he was in?
He was in he was like a chef in a show. I just don't remember exactly.
Okay.
Can't think of the name.
Just running up the clock here.
Bro, how long have we been live for?
37 minutes.
Oh, well, we have time.
It doesn't gotta go all the way. If we wrap it up early, it's all good. Gives us more time to record our other video.
Damn it, bro. Yeah, I know. What up? I need bro, I hate.
Well, while he's searching for actors, I guess since we're talking about movies, if you are a cinephile or like movies, I recommend that you watch. I watched a movie recently called The Cook, The Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover.
Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White. Oh, I know that person.
That who should have played Willy Wonka. He has the face.
I can see it.
Like,
I can see it.
He got snubbed out of it.
Maybe they'll make a fourth Wonka in like 10 years from now.
Does he not look like Will?
Wait, you gotta put the brightness down, mate. Hold on.
That dude's pale as shit.
He could do it.
I mean, that or you Timothy Chalamet.
Shalahan?
Whatever. I don't give a shit about
Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, I don't really care about that dude. Don't cancel me because I don't like it, dude.
We just lost a big portion of our demographics, but hey, yeah, Wonka. I'm not gonna watch it probably until it goes to like direct to streaming or whatever. But
oh my, wait.
Gene Wilder's Wonka.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't he look more like that?
I mean,
than what we have
you
now?
either do that Wonka or you do Johnny Depp Wonka. There's two different Wonkas you can do.
Yeah, but if you wanted an actor to play Willy Wonka, I think it should have been Jeremy Allen White. Because he has the face for it more than anything.
No, I get what you mean. And he also his build is a little bit better for Wonka, but hey, We have what we have now. There's literally nothing we can do about it. You have to let me know. You have to let all of us know if it's a movie worthwhile seeing.
Yeah, we'll see.
But okay. But yeah, we really don't have anything else to say. So, floor is yours.
Towards mine, I could. Do you want to do a backflip?
In this room, no, not happening. Yeah, no,
I think I'll stick it.
no. No, sit down. You're not gonna do a backflip inside.
Nah. Save that when we hit 1 million subscribers.
Few years down the road.
Wow, we're really towards the end of the year.
Exactly.
Can't wait to make our thank you video towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, I don't got nothing much. I don't got an outro. But we appreciate you watching this episode of the Global Conquest. Of the Conquest?
The Global Conquest. So yeah, that's the new name show.
Well, this episode of the Conquest, we appreciate y'all watching this episode. If you like what you saw, go back and watch the other ones where they are on a playlist. So, or you could go back and watch the first season of it. Go check out our other videos. We have gameplays on Halo, COD, Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
We expect some Fortnite. Jesus Christ. Fortnite vids in these upcoming days or whenever.
Yep.
Don't really have a time date. And yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when we upload. Follow our socials in the link down below. Man, I'm getting pretty good at this YouTube stuff now, you know? I'm getting better. But yeah, follow our socials in the link below. So you can keep up to date with us. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you guys in the next
It's bye.
ball.